filter cup of tea that I left behind. Handshakes everywhere. It's a campaign that started well. India played 4 tough matches to start off this, with South Africa, Australia, New Zealand and Pakistan up front. It started well. India were chasing 227 and they needed to get off to a solid start. Lost that one early. Rohit Sharma fought through the initial period, managed to get a partnership with Rahul, which set up the victory, and in the end he's carried his bat for a wonderful 122 with Hardik Pandya timing it beautifully at the end to get India home. Boxes of 85 with Rahul, 74 with MS Dhoni, and that has been all the pressure just drifted away. I think South Africa wanted wickets from Tahir. Rabada was the lone end really. Morris had a good game. That was Wire good in support, but it was a wrist spinner that was so good for India that didn't quite deliver today for South Africa. So that's how it's been for India and South Africa today. The bowlers did a magnificent job to keep South Africa down to 227. In fact, they only got there because its lower half propelled them to that total. And then when you really, without being stretched too much, 230 for 2.5 overs left. And India winning by 6 wickets to make a very good start to this World Cup. So you break this down in 10-over intervals. You see lots of Indian flags down there. The early part, the first 10 overs, Rabada, second 10 overs, there was another wicket there. But really after that, South Africa needed wickets to come back into the game. And Rohit Sharma stood firm there. See those highlights? Rohit Sharma 21, 32, 23 and 25. So India win to go 1-0 up. It's time to go down now to Sanjay Manjrekar.
Our player of the match presenter is Ram Papatla, the Vice President of ExperienceBooking.com. And our player of the match is Rohit Sharma. Who else? Mr. Ram Papatla will present the player of the match award to Rohit Sharma. Wonderful 100 to take his team through. So World Cup 100 that people remember from 2015 against Bangladesh, and now here again. Superb knock. Just tell us about your experience out there.
Yeah, different experience playing from India. Obviously, there was something in for the bowler through the game. We saw that clearly. So, couldn't play my natural game. You know, you have to play out and see what the ball was doing and take your time to play those shots. Certain shots that I love to play, I have to cut it down and make sure that I play close to the body and, you know, try and leave as many balls as possible in the initial spell. Those are the basics that you got to do on a pitch like that. You have to remember the basics, and that's what I was trying to do. And building partnerships, you know, that was the key. I know it was a small total, but still there was something in for the bowlers, so we had to get that partnership.
And I've seen this happen a few times when Virat Kohli doesn't play the big innings. It seems like Rohit Sharma then takes the mantle upon himself to see his team through.
Yeah, see, I mean, all the batsmen in the team, it's their job, it's their role to make sure that whoever is out in the middle, got to get the job done. You know, we can't rely on one or two individual all the time. That's been the hallmark of this team over the last few years. You know, somebody coming in, taking the responsibility and getting the job done for the team. And we've done that very well. And, you know, we know it's a big tournament here as well. So I hope, you know, at some stage, somebody will put their hand up and take that challenge.
And just looking at you now, Rohit, it feels like I'm doing this interview before the match has begun. I mean, you haven't broken a sweat, you look very fresh. Just tell us about this. I mean, really, does it look like I'm talking to a guy who just got 100?
Yeah, see, that's the beauty of playing in England, I guess. You know, we're playing a little early than normally we used to play. We normally play in July, August, but this is June now, early June. The weather was good through the day. It was overcast, nice weather, so you don't sweat too much like we do in India. But yeah, I had fun. It was not a typical Rohit Sharma inning. I had to, you know, play out the overs and see, you know, I can make sure that I get the job done.
Yeah, it wasn't the hit man, Rohit, but the innings was a hit. So well done. Congratulations on the award and congratulations on the win as well, Rohit.
Thank you very much.
He said it wasn't a typical Rohit Sharma innings. It was his slowest one-day international 100. But what it's achieved is to give India 2 points and get on the board and leave South Africa languishing a little down at the bottom. Played 3 with no points on the board. It might seem India is still sort of mid-table. They've only played that one game and didn't worry really too much about net run rate. The question was to get 2 points, and India got those 2 points in. But and this is how it ended. Hardik Pandya, this Kevin knocked 3 boundaries, 15 of 7 deliveries, and just hurried away to the boundary. Was very crisply struck and was the signal for a lot of handshakes. So there you are then, 2:30 for 4, India winning by 2.5 overs left. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the captains. What does it take to be a